Hello YouTube, welcome to the latest video. So this one's actually going to be a different one, something I've never done before. This is actually going to be a restoration video. Now, this is the Ecto one, and I purchased this not long ago, a couple of weeks back at a toy fair. I paid £20 for it. And so what I did was, I basically knew that I needed to order the stickers. So my idea is to try and restore this as best I can. It's a little bit dirty, a little bit grubby. It's yellowed unfortunately at the top. That's not a main bad problem because I'm going to hopefully get a chair to go on top of that. So basically what I'm going to show you is how to restore this car. Now there's a few things that are going to be a bit of a worry. I do not have a pen or some paint to repair the chrome, but I will find out which one to use because they will need to be done. As you can tell, it is pretty poor. Got some missing pieces there, but overall the car is fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it a quick clean. Now I'm balancing on this little Rubik's Cube, something from the 80s. I don't think this has any electronics. I'm not sure it's a... I can't remember having any electronics at all really. It's got the thing at the back, the hook. So, and it's in pretty decent condition. I can't see any real big cracks or anything like that at all. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a clean. Now when cleaning any form of vintage toy, what you need to really worry about is if things like decals and stickers are applied. You do not want to obviously put them in here because it would wreck the stickers. Unfortunately, sometimes you're going to have to. So with the Ecto one, some bits come off. So underneath here you can see that orangey red brown grime here. So slide it up. You should be able to slowly prise the fin off. As you can tell, there's a lot of grime. Next up, from memory, if I remember right, the doors do also come off. So if you look at the hinge, you can see it in there. The top hinge is like a clip and the bottom hinge is like a whole piece. So what you need to do is you just slowly pry this off and just gently bend it back and forth, so eventually it will pop out. Actually, it will come out, but I'm actually going to decide to leave them in. There's no real point of taking them off. The back door should also come loose as well. It's on basically 2 pins, but yet again, there's no need for me to take them off. So overall, there's no stickers, there's no electronics, we're ready to go. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just break it straight in and then get scouring on it. Now, because obviously it's plastic has a tendency to warp. So when you're doing these sort of things, always make sure that the water is warm, but not to the point where it could actually basically boil the plastic. You don't want it to be too hot. You just want it to be a nice warm sort of temperature. Enough to bathe a baby in, shall we say. Now I've given the toy a once over. It still has the yellowiness on the top, but it's not as bad as it was originally, which is quite nice. So what I'm going to do now is, one thing you should try and do is get yourself, if you go to a cheap, like a cheap pound shop, get yourself a toothbrush. Now, the best brushes are the cheapest ones with the really hard bristles. Bristles. They're great for getting into the bits and stuff. It's just a warning, don't use these for your teeth. So, I've been scrubbing for about half an hour, and I don't think I'll get any much more dirt off. There's a few stains, as you can see, by the door, and as you go along, it still has a bit of decolouring, so it's still yellowed at the top, which is a bit annoying. It's pretty hard to get rid of the yellowing, and it's the little stain here. A lot of it, I don't think it's dirt, I think it's just where it's kind of like melted into the plastic. There's bits where I just cannot scrub and clean, but they're not physically dirty, which is a good thing. There's a bit of dust on it, but apart from that, he's looking alright. I'll say she's looking alright. So the next thing to do is let this dry. I would not recommend putting it on a heater or any kind of type of radiator or anything like that. Just let it dry naturally. So I'm going to let this dry for a couple of minutes. And then hopefully we can go from there, and I can show you how to apply the decals. Now, when it comes to buying stickers, there's always a bit of apprehension about what you should buy. So I went and placed an order on eBay from a company called Zach Paris Toy Accessories. So they sent me the stickers today. They came from Australia. It took about 7 or 8 days to turn up. Which is pretty cool. Usually I'd have thought they'd be a bit longer, but that's great. With toy stickers, the problem is it's the quality of the print. When you're buying these stickers, you want to make sure that they look exactly the same as they did previously. Some people are purists and don't like the idea of buying stickers, and some people think of it as basically just conning somebody out of toy by selling it and not declaring it. That's not something I do, but it's not to say that other people won't. So there's always been that debate. I would generally say I'm a purist, and I will try and be a purist as much as I can. But unfortunately, when it comes to buying things like stickers, you can buy the original stickers on the original sheet, but they cost money. They cost a lot of money. I mean, I can imagine for a Ghostbusters sticker sheet, maybe £30, maybe more. And the problem there you have is you're then using good quality stickers on a toy car like the one I'm doing now, which is not actually perfect. If the car was perfectly mint, getting mint original stickers would work fine. But unfortunately, the car is not good enough. I don't think the car deserves, don't put the car down, but I don't think it deserves £30 worth of stickers applied. Also, the cost is just ridiculous. £30 for a load of stickers. I haven't got that sort of money to spend. So when you do buy stickers, try your best to look for the best quality. Look at the reviews from the person. You don't want somebody just going on their computer, printing the stickers off on cheap plastic backed paper, sending them to you, and then you have to cut them out. Especially if you're buying stickers which are obviously round, and doing round stickers is near impossible. Doing a square, obviously, is easy. You can cut it out yourself by hand, or you can maybe use a guillotine. But when you're using round stickers, it's near impossible. You have to try and get them already pre-cut. So Zach Paris is where I went. I found a few people selling stickers. Zach Paris was the only one I could find which was selling ones which were pre-cut. I believe they also sell ones which are not pre-cut at a cheaper price. No offense to them, I wouldn't buy those. I would just always buy the pre-cut ones. It makes your life so much more simpler. So in the little packet they sent me, they came first off with this little leaflet, and it shows you some of the quality stands they do for your toys. So we have like the Falcon, TIE Interceptor, Boba Fett's Slave 1 or Slave 2, I think it's Slave 1. Shelf talkers, which are really cool. So shelf talkers are the things that go across shelves. No surprise there, but they are the sort of things you have in toy shops to try and tell you where toys are. If you ever go to a supermarket, it's usually what the prices of the items are. They're really cool to find. Shelf talkers are quite expensive. They can be Action Man ones are £25–30 each. Mint condition ones are £50. Star Wars ones are ridiculous how much they go for, hundreds of pounds. And then we have Ecto 1A stand, and it's like they're standing on some ghosts, which is really cool. Unfortunately, this is in black and white, so I can't really see that much, but it does give me a bit of a hint of what they sell. So far, this is pretty good. Now, to the actual stickers. So this is what they send you. Now, I think it cost me £5 posted from Australia, which is good. The quality of the print is pretty good. I would say you would not be able to tell the difference. And maybe a Ghostbuster fan would, but you'd have to be somebody who studies it for ages and ages. It also comes with 2 extra stickers here, which is pretty cool if you mess up. Imagine a lot of people might mess up on the back. So these go on each door. That one goes on the back. That's the back windscreen, and these are the back and front stickers for the license plates. The quality is really good. I've not tried to peel one off yet, which I'll do that in a minute, but I'm going to have a bit of fun doing that. But I'm going to try and take it slow. With stickers, you want to make sure that when you apply them, the surface you're applying them to is dry and not sticky, not wet or sticky itself. And also make sure when you do apply them, just go slowly as you can. Patience is the thing about these things. So it also comes with, in my little packet, instruction guide on how to apply the stickers. Now I imagine this is probably a print off of the one that was applied in the original cart when it was sold. Yeah, remove all old stickers. No, it's not. Remove all old stickers and old glue with Goo River product. Then clean with soap and water, let dry. Well, we've already cleaned it with soap and water, and it's currently drying at the moment. Peel sticker away from the backing and carefully apply to the vehicle, pressing down on the centre of the sticker. Applying down on the sticker from the centre outwards. Use a tweezer to help you place a line of smaller stickers before pressing them down. Once applied, do not attempt to lift again. Apply using the illustrations and decal placement below the guide. So that's quite cool. It tells you exactly where you need to place them. That makes my life so much more easier. I would have just looked on the internet, but it's pretty obvious. Now, one thing you'll see there is the top of it's the seat for the car. I do not have that yet, so we're trying to track that down. Right, so the car is now drying, so let's give it a second and then let's apply the decals. So the car is now pretty much dry. It's still a bit yellowy, still a bit gross, but overall it's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and do the stickers now. Now when applying decals, what you need to do is look at your sticker sheet, work out where the cut lines are. I would recommend never trying to do the small ones first if you've never done this before, because they can be quite tricky to peel off. So what you need to do is get yourself a pair of pliers, tweezers, and we'll go from there. So what you need to do is try and coax it. Now, we have our instruction sheet here, which tells us this is number 6 and this has to go on the back panel. So I believe this sticker is usually always missing. Now my lining up skills are pretty poor. It says recommends do not pressing down until you're happy with the lineup. Well, that one's a bit alright, it's a little bit off. No, it's fine. It's a bit of a weird angle, to be honest. No, I'm happy with that. But it's pretty good. Overall, for my first go, it looks alright. Now, I have the doors to do and the back license plate. So what I'm actually going to do first is I'm going to do the doors. The reason why is you get 2 spare. So let's try and get this bent back. It's quite tough getting these off, that's the one thing I would say. Ever so slightly bend it. There you go. Now, this is sticker number 3, and he should go on the back door. Now, you don't want to you want to make sure you line it up pretty perfect. So, I am absolutely terrible at this. That's pretty good. One thing I say is the stickers do look like a bit smaller than they should be for the circles, but I'm not sure. I think that's correct. I'm thinking of it being like they should be the exact same size, but so far so good. So on the back we have sticker number 5 for the license plate. Now with the license plate, there are actually 2 different sizes. The bottom one's a bit smaller because it goes at the back, and the front one's a bit bigger. So same again. Let's see if we can get this off. That looks pretty good. Now onto the door panels. So with the door panels you get 2 stickers, 1 for each side. So I need to be very careful with this. I'll try and pull these off straight away. There we go. So it seems a bit silly having to constantly use your tweezers doing this, but it will make sense when you start applying these things. You do not want to get it wrong. This is weird. This one's at a bit of an angle, which I didn't realise. So I'm just going to slowly but surely place that sticker on. It looks pretty good. So this side is a bit yellowed, unfortunately. I give it a scrub, but it's not going to clean up. So let's just crack on, shall we? That was pretty good. Now down to the last sticker, which I'm going to try and get on camera. It's the front Ecto 1 license plate. Now wouldn't it be cool if you can actually buy this license plate as an actual license plate? I imagine it'd be quite expensive. So you need, the problem is the stickers are not the same size as the gap. They're smaller, but I think that's what the stickers were like originally. I'd be very surprised if they're bigger. So unfortunately what you need to do is you need to really try and line them up. And you only really get one shot at this. So now I've given these a bit of a clean, spoiler bits at the back. They were a bit grubby, but they're much better. Luckily, all the teeth haven't snapped on them. That's the one thing you need to look out for. So let's try and see if we can apply these back again. Now, when applying them, there should be a clean side and then a side with these little dots on. You can see them run a bit here. The dots need to go on the inside. Once you hear the click, you know you're good. They can be quite tricky to get them in. You need to get both these bits into this gap, which at first I found quite annoying. You just slightly bend both pieces, and once that's lined up and they're in, you can then slowly do the same with the front. Boom. You're done. So this is it so far. I would like to do more to this car. I like to basically try and see if I can get rid of the yellowing. I like to probably get some plastic polish on it. But for once in probably its lifetime, it's now getting to look like it did when it originally was, which is quite nice. It's nice. The decals look really good. They look exactly like they used to. So the next thing you want me to do is to try my best to try and track down the original top bit. I'm also going to try and see if I can polish it, like I just said, and polish these windows up. And I'm also going to try and see if I can actually work out a way of de-yellowing it. Now, unfortunately, I have applied the stickers, which is possibly the wrong way of doing it. But at the moment, I'm not really sure if I'm actually going to be able to de-yellow this at all. You can get some chemical stuff, which you can usually buy quite cheaply. I find it, some people find it for £1 in Poundland, but I can never ever find it in Bristol. I usually buy it from my local chemist. It's about £1.80 a bottle. It's quite small. What you do is you soak the white plastic in the solution, and it will then slowly put it out in the sun, put in a little bit of Tupperware, and it will slowly make the yellow go away. The problem is some people say that it cracks stuff. It does when you use a high percentage volume. The percentage on the actual jar, if you use the concentration where it's too extreme, it will crack and destroy the plastic. But I've never seen anybody else using the lower concentration do anything wrong. But some people, like Star Wars collectors, do not like the use of it, which I can understand because you want to buy a product which is correct. So you need to be you need to make that decision yourself. So hopefully, what I'm thinking about doing is I can't put this whole thing in the solution because it will wreck the stickers and it will also wreck the glass, and it might take off the paint from the wheels. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to see if I can work out a way of maybe covering the top bit in the solution, like paint it on in a sense, rub it in as much as I can, scrub it into the top, leave it outside for a couple of hours in the sun and see if it does anything. Apart from that, I'm pretty sure there's not much else we can do to this restoration. I eventually will get some figures to go with it, and I'll work out a way of using the chrome for the wheels. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this restoration. I know it's a bit rushed and it's not the best restoration in the world. If you've got any questions, please ask. I was going to go for the whole route and take this thing apart, but I was really worried I don't want to break any clips or anything like that. So at the moment, this is currently where we are. And, it's just a light restoration. And I'm glad to see it looking like it's back in shape again. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it as always. Please like and subscribe. See you later.